Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're once again back on Total War Warhammer 3. We're finally back, and this time we are with some Immortal Empires. Now, modders have already gone at it and started to mod the game with different mods, so we're finally here to take a look at what type of mods there is. Today we're taking a look at the Warband Upgrade System mod. This Upgrade System mod is something that I was curious if some modder could change, and let's go take a look at it now. With the release of Immortal Empires, Warriors of Chaos get us somewhat of a rework on how they work. So, of course, the biggest change are the warbands. The warbands being you are able to, upgrade your units to different units, like the Chaos Warriors to Chosen, the Marauders to Chosen or Forsaken, and so on and so forth. I always thought, why would it be interesting to see it on other factions? I mean, you can have Khorne, Nurgle, and all that. You can have different choices, different units. I would love to see it on other factions. Well, some modder has gone ahead and already done that. So, like the Warriors of Chaos, you will have a unit icon down here, which is your unit upgrades. The upgrades are dependent on who you are and as a unit. For example, Swordsman can't upgrade straight into Demigryph Knights. You do have to upgrade them, similar to Warriors of Chaos. The Swordsman for the Empire currently can only be changed into Greatswords and Halberds, of course, and Pistoliers can go straight to Demigryphs. Now, the biggest issue I guess one would come across here is one would be, do they make sense? How gunners move upgrading to war wagons? Now, granted, war wagons are gunners literally on the war wagons, but then the war wagon upgrades to a war wagon mortar. So maybe some of this stuff are a bit of a stretch in terms of upgrade. So maybe it won't work for every faction. Similarly to Pistoliers upgrading straight to Empire Knights, then to Rights Guard, they're a bit iffy. Like, if you're thinking about it lore-wise, but I guess gameplay-wise, it's, the cavalry to cavalry. It would make more sense, though, them going to lean towards Outrider. Could also be a little bit more broken if you can just get late-tier units, or later-tier units, earlier, because I don't think it makes a difference on if you've got the building or not. I think you just need the experience and then get it. So maybe there should be tweaks where you need to have the specific building to get them. Granted, you could argue then what's the point of having this if you can just go, well, I don't know. It definitely needs some tweaking, I'd say. And there's certain people who think that it just doesn't work for everyone, which I could definitely see in some regards. Now, my biggest wish would just purely be Spearmen should be able to upgrade it with Spearmen and Shields. Swordsmen, or the Bretonian Swords, should be able to upgrade it with the ones with the Shields. I just want that. However, I'm still interested in this Warband upgrade. I'd love to see, how balanced it was. How does the AI use it? Does the AI use it? I'm very curious on that. But yeah, like, the thing with the Warriors of Chaos is that the Warriors of Chaos system makes them broken or overpowered because they can instantly spawning new units. So maybe this will be alright. As long as you don't lose units, you have to get experience, and maybe it will start allowing you to kind of think about that. Not losing troops and just getting them experienced up and such like that. Maybe even going for like, the Paladin, not the Paladin. Well, yeah, the Paladin, but also the Empire Captain's training ability, perhaps increasing that up to get that more experience so you can develop your army faster. So I can see some practical uses of it, but I can also see that it could be kind of overpowered if they don't put too much restrictions on. I mean, rank 6 isn't the easiest to get, I suppose, for swordsmen, so it isn't like an instant thing. This is also in beta, I believe, so it's not like it's fully done. I mean, the mods just came out. I mean, Immortal Empires just came out, so I'm sure that they're gonna bounce it as we go on. With that all said, a faction that I feel like it may be not really great for is mostly the Tomb Kings. So the Tomb Kings work similarly to what's we call it, the Warriors of Chaos. So it does functionally work there, but purely because it's very similar. They can't instantly spawn units, rather from the Land of the Dead or wherever the region that you're in, via whatever barracks and such you have available to you. So it does functionally work similar to how the Warriors of Chaos is, but maybe that will make it a bit too broken. Maybe we'll make it a bit too overpowered. However, I guess that's also preference. Let me know. Is there any factions you feel like that this mod won't work for, lore-wise or mechanically wise? Let me know. I'd love to know. So far, I've enjoyed it on certain factions like Bretonia and all that. So it's very nice to see in certain factions, whereas others it may not work as much. So we'll see. This is it for the video. If you did enjoy the video, then do be sure to drop a like on it and comment down below whether you are using this mod and how you're enjoying it. I'll be back again with another video soon. So hopefully until then, you have a good time. So enjoy yourself and bye-bye.